Welcome to Missouri Sports Talk. I'm your host, Cameron Staley, and today I have here with me,
Austin Wolken.
back for your
My trace time.
third video. All right, so you did the class 4 through 6 district predictions with me. Now you're going to do the 4 through 6 state predictions with me.
Yep, I'm happy to be back. I made a couple controversial controversial picks in the last one, and I look to be better here today.
How about we throw a little throwback to his Tolton and Southern Boone pick?
I took Southern Boone.
So let's get straight into it, Austin. What was your class 4 district prediction record?
I went 11-5 in class 4. I went 2-6 in class 5, and I went 4-4 in class 6, rounding my overall total or record at 17-15.
So for me, I went 13-3 in class 4, 3-5 in class 5, and 5-3 in class 6. That ended up being 21-11. And I also want to point out my YouTube short, and I also posted as a reel that I made for the class 4 sectionals. I went 7-1. Let's get straight into it now.
Gotcha.
All right. Our
Yes.
class 4 state predictions. Let's start in the quarterfinals here. John Burroughs against Central Park Hills. John Burroughs is hosting.
Yep, I'm going to square that answer up. I also took John Burroughs.
All right.
Yeah, putting up 64.6 points per game and only allowing around 50 with a 25-4 record on the season.
It's a really solid team. I have them going to the Final Four, of course. Next, Tolton and Rogersville. Logan Rogersville is hosting this. I'm going to take Tolton here. Of course, that was a controversial pick. You had Southern Boone over Tolton. They didn't even make it to the championship.
I got clowned on at school for that. A whole bunch of basketball players came up to me and made fun of me for that. I took Southern Boone. Shout out Graham Kaufman. He was the first to bring it up. And I am also taking Father Tolton. I've learned from my mistakes.
Tolton is 18-9 this year, which may not seem spectacular, but they've played a pretty tough schedule. They're scoring 66 and allowing 55. So our third quarterfinal game, Vashon hosting Mexico. Who do you have in this one?
I took Vashon.
All right. I took Vashon as well. They are 23-6. They're scoring 73 and allowing 47.
What's that, 26 points differential?
Roughly, yeah.
That's good. So I also took Vashon just due to their margin in points per game and opposing points per game.
So how about the fourth game of the quarterfinals?
I took Central Kansas City. They're winning 78.6% of their games, 22-6 record. Similar numbers to Vashon at putting up 73.5 points per game, and they only allow 49.9.
Central Kansas City is my pick as well. Here they are hosting St. Michael the Archangel, my spoiler on my sectional picks. They were the final game of the night, and I was 7-0. I was feeling good. I was like, is Bar still winning? I checked Twitter. Nope. So they kind of broke my heart a little bit, but it's okay.
Yep, that'll happen sometimes.
So let's take a look at our Final Fours now. I believe we took all four the same here.
Yes.
All right, so our first Final Four game, John Burroughs against Father Tolton. Who do you have here?
Father Tolton. Well, without a doubt. I just, after what happened to me at school, I can't take any other team. Father Tolton.
I'm taking Father Tolton here as well. All right, Vashon against Central Kansas City.
Vashon.
Okay, I took Vashon as well. I think those are two really solid teams that we've got going to the state championship. And
no match for Father Tolton now. Father Tolton's winning it all.
I agree.
Yeah.
Father Tolton's the champion. All right, so how about your third place game? That would be John Burroughs against Central Kansas City.
I didn't know they had a third place game, so you're kind of putting me on the dot here. I'm going to go Central Kansas City.
I took John Burroughs here, so we just barely switched our picks here. We both had Tolton and Vashon first and second place. I had Burroughs third place. You have Central Kansas City third place. I had Central Kansas City in fourth place. You have Burroughs in fourth place.
Yes.
So let's take a look at Class 5.
Class 5.
Sikeston and Vianney, the first game. Vianney is hosting. I'm going to take Sikeston. They are 8-1, scoring 85 and allowing just a little under 53.
Sykeston, that's the pick.
I think it's a little obvious.
What,
So
only one loss?
Yep.
Yep, one loss.
Against Tolton. That's something to note, our Class 4 winner.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to go with Sykeston.
Our second game, I believe this is where we differ in this class. Parkview is hosting Jeff City. Who do you have?
Parkview. You want to put the little bleep noise over this? Fuck Jeff City.
I'm not bleeping this.
Oh, shit. I'm going to get mugged. No, screw Jeff City. We beat you guys 2 times out of 3 on the season. You guys had home court advantage in the district championship game.
So, your pick here is the host, Parkview.
Yep.
I am going to take JC here, though. It's a little combative against your pick here. JC is 10-19 currently, but that is because they had to forfeit 8 wins due to an issue. So, JC was actually 18-11 this year, but,
No, they were 10, 11, and what would you say?
10-19.
They were 10 and 19. That's what they finished. They weren't 18 and 11.
So next we have Fort Zumwalt South hosting DeSmet. Now I'm going to take DeSmet here. This is a pretty good matchup. I know I'm taking all the away teams in this one. Basically, DeSmet is scoring 64 and allowing just under 53.
Yeah, I took DeSmet too. They went 24-5 and they put up 64 a game. And you said aren't these games neutral site games?
These ones are not. The quarterfinals are hosted, and then the Final Four is neutral.
So they went 5-3 away. I just think that's good to point out since they're the away team.
All right, so our final game of the quarterfinals. Raytown is hosted by Winnetonka. I'm going to take Winnetonka here. They are 24-5.
Yeah, I'm going to honk the horn with Winnetonka. 68, 20-point differential in terms of points per game and points allowed. And they're the away team, you said?
No, they're the home
They're
team,
the home
sorry.
team? Well, they went 7-0 at home this year with a 24-5 record. So,
All right, our Final Four now. This is where we differ in the first game. I have Sykeston beating JC. I'm assuming you have Sykeston beating
Yes.
Parkview.
I have Sykeston beating Parkview.
All right, our second game. DeSmet against Winnetonka. Who do you have here?
Just due to the margin, like I just said, in points per game and opposing points per game for Winnetonka, I'm going to choose them, the Griffins.
All right, awesome. So my third place game, I have Winnetonka against JC, and Winnetonka getting third and JC getting fourth. What do you have for your third place game?
So mine would be, I guess, DeSmet against Parkview. And then winning it all, Sykeston.
I have Sykeston beating DeSmet. You have Sykeston beating Winnetonka.
Yes.
All right. So Class 6 now. Our first game, Cardinal Ritter, is hosted by Eureka. I'm going to take Cardinal Ritter here. They are 18-11, scoring 60.4 and allowing 51.1.
Yep, I also took Cardinal Ritter here. As much as it pains me to say, like I said in the last episode.
Right.
Football this year.
And Cardinal Ritter, their record is not the most appealing, but they've
18-11.
They've had one of the toughest schedules in Missouri this year, and they've rolled through it, and they didn't let it be a negative for them.
I feel like that's fair to point out for them.
So our second game now, Rockhurst is hosting Central Springfield. What do you have for this one?
Central Springfield.
I took Central Springfield as well. They are 23-6, scoring 73.5 and allowing just under 58.
Yep, I took Central Springfield 23-6, winning 79.3% of their games, and putting up 73.5 isn't easy. So, especially in 29 games played, so that you got to be putting that up consistently. So yeah, Central Springfield is my pick.
All right, our third quarterfinal game now. Francis Howell is hosting Chaminade. Who do you have in this one?
Francis Howell, 26-3, excuse me, and putting up 66 points per game. The record really stands out, though, to me. So, Francis Howell.
I agree. I'm taking Francis Howell as well. So our final our final quarterfinal game here. Oak Park is hosting Hickman. I'm going to take Oak Park here. They're 26-3, scoring 73 and allowing just under 52.
Yeah, I also took Oak Park, another 26-3 record. They went 26-2 last year. So, and they also have one of the better logos that we've seen throughout high school basketball in
I
Missouri.
agree. The Northmen.
It's a nice lumberjack in blue, like a baby blue and navy blue, holding an axe. So it's a good logo. I'm gonna go Oak Park.
Yeah, I think it's cool though that the men's teams are the Northmen, and then their girls teams are the Okies.
There you go.
So they've got two different names at Oak Park.
That's yeah, I'm seeing this right now, the Northmen and the Lady Okies. So pretty cool. That's one of the more unique teams we've seen.
I agree. So our Final Four now, Austin. We went through this one pretty quickly. This will probably be about a 10, 11-minute video.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
I agree. Cardinal Ritter against Central Springfield is my pick. I believe you had that as well, right?
Cardinal Ritter?
Again, you had Cardinal Ritter against Central
Yes,
Springfield.
I took Cardinal Ritter
I
against
took Cardinal Ritter as well.
Yeah.
I think that's just a really solid team. They'd end up being 20-11 going into the championship game if they win these two games. Our next game, Francis Howell against Oak Park. I'm going to take the Northmen.
This is a good game. This is a really good game. You can go really either way with this one. So you took Francis Howell?
I took the Northmen. I took Oak Park.
Okay, you took Oak Park. I'm going to go Francis Howell.
All right.
I'm going to switch it up. Even though I do like Oak Park and their name and stuff, I'm going to go Francis Howell.
Okay, so your third place game. Who do you have in that game, and who do you have winning?
It's going to be Oak Park. They're going to be third place, and they're going to beat Central Springfield.
Okay, I have Central Springfield beating Francis Howell.
Interesting.
Championship game. Who do you have winning Class 6?
The final one of these high school basketball videos. We've went through every single high school, and it all comes down to this. Game on the line. I want Cardinal Ritter.
Cardinal Ritter is your selection here. With the mic drop and everything.
Who are you taking?
I am actually going to take Oak Park here to beat Cardinal Ritter.
Oh, wow.
I'll take Oak Park. I'll take the Northmen over Cardinal Ritter. So
This is going to be one of the fun classes to watch. Obviously, it's Class 6, but all these teams are good, and I kind of want to see Cardinal Ritter upset. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I think that'd be fun to see.
So yeah,
That wraps it up.
That's our high school predictions. I'll probably do YouTube shorts around the Final Four, but that's it for our long form high school basketball videos this year.
March Madness is coming up.
We are going to do a March Madness predictions.
I'll be back, right?
You will.
Oh, that's going to be a fun one. I think I know college basketball a little bit more than high school basketball. So I've seen a lot of the teams, especially in the Pac-12, but also Big Ten.
To wrap it up, I will say on the March Madness app, I'm going to do a Missouri Sports Talk challenge. So any viewers that want to join, we'll do that. For March Madness, we may want to split it into a few videos, and
The 4 different regions, so like South.
we could either do regions or we could do like a round of 64 video, or we could do like a 64 and 32 combined, and then we could do like the 16 and 8, and then we could do a Final Four video and actually go in depth with the Final Four.
I like the sound of both of those. We'll talk more off camera, but I'd be okay with either one of those. But yeah, I'm looking forward to March Madness.
I
It's
agree.
going to be a lot of fun.
It really seems like we're not going to have any Missouri teams in it.
Nope.
Of course, Mizzou will not be. Missouri State's kind of sitting at the bottom. SEMO and Lindenwood are both at the very bottom of OVC there.
Really?
Last and second to last. And actually, Kansas City is the only one with an actual shot at getting to
Really?
the tournament this year.
Interesting.
They're third in the conference, so hopefully they can pull it off and we can have some Missouri representation in March Madness this year. I guess we'll wrap it up here then.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
This has been Missouri Sports Talk. We will see you next time.
Keep your stick on the ice.